Here. My name's Anna. I'm on the Carr. So yeah, here we go.
Hi, Onna.
Hello, and we have Sean as well. Hello, Sean.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Doing great. Hope you both are doing well.
We are. Okay, so we're gonna do this that way. Okay, there we are. So and how do you like to be called, Mr. Heffernan?
Oh, Seamus. Seamus is more.
Damn it. Okay. So, and then on your work, can we include links below the video once it's recorded so that people
Yeah, please.
can see
That'd be
your
great.
website, etc.? Perfect. And do you have any upcoming projects you're working on?
I'm working on something for television right now, and I'm also planning my next novel.
Wonderful. And will there be updates on your website and social media for that?
If any of those things come to fruition, absolutely.
Wonderful. And what got you to start writing in the first place?
Um, I think it all started when I was quite young. I think that children discover at kind of a young age what they're into. You know, like a lot of little boys are truck boys or dinosaur boys or firefighter boys. Or I really always liked writing, and I remember being in second grade, and we had to write a short story about something bad that happens. And some of the kids in the class were writing stories about, oh, I lost my favorite pencil, or I stubbed my toe. And I wrote a story about a boy who was in a plane crash and had to save his pet squirrel. So I kind of went above and beyond what the expectation was. And really, probably somebody should have tried to talk me out of writing a career at that point, but unfortunately, they let it go. So from there, I always really enjoyed reading, and I always enjoyed writing, which sounds a bit cliched, but the two do go hand in hand. When I was a little kid, I wrote a lot of comic books, which I think definitely had a great formation on my idea of crime fiction and four-color truth and justice. And I also really enjoyed a lot of old TV shows like Crime Story and The Untouchables and all that stuff. And my parents quickly realized that I wasn't going to be a great athlete or probably gifted or talented in really any other area. So having given up on me being some sort of long-term pension plan, they said, okay, we'll just keep buying them books and hope this all works out.
Well, I think oftentimes that if you are a good reader, you're a better writer. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell people all the time that if they want to be better writers, they have to do two things. They have to write. And I know it sounds kind of obvious, but a lot of people seem to neglect that part of the craft. And they need to read. And it can be anything. It literally can be the back of a cereal box. You've got to keep reading. You've got to keep jamming your head with as many words as possible. And I have to remind myself that Twitter isn't really reading. I've got to remind myself to read books more often.
Yes. Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Good.
Sweet dog.
Yeah, sweet. I see the world famous Otto back there.
Yes. Yes.
Very nice.
We're looking forward to seeing you in our next panel too. So yes, glad you could join us.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's been this is a great idea that you two came up with. Like brilliant.
Actually, it was several people, so we just had the platform, so we said we'll just do it on here. So.
I think I think it's pretty popular because I sent the links to some people back where I live in New Brunswick, and this is a great way to communicate. I know, we're so used to seeing everybody in person and everything.
But right now, with the
I know
yeah.
it's just like where we are in New Brunswick, the cases are a lot lower. There was one new case today, but it's still pretty low, But when you go into Nova Scotia and Ontario, Quebec, it's much worse.
Yeah.
But I started, it's like, if I can't do these live conventions, like 2 of them have already been canceled already. Honestly, I'm not risking it, until it gets solved. Until they have.
Yeah. Yeah, I book for like 18 different actors, and conventions are pretty much shut down at least till autumn, from what I'm seeing. So
Wow, that's
I'm
great.
hoping they get are
But I
able
think,
to handle it better for everyone. So
well, yeah, what I feel bad is, but, Ticketmaster, they're having a heck of a time getting their tickets refunded.
yeah,
But I think this is a great opportunity because I started thinking, if I can't do the convention in person right now, why don't I try to have Otto doing a live? So I started having a live session on Facebook 2 weeks ago, and I had over 2,000 hits in one night,
yeah.
which was great, in an hour, and it was great. I couldn't believe the views I had. I couldn't get over it. And then on Good Friday, I had 160, but it was different. It was hard to interact because when I'm in character, like when it was easy I can just target anybody in character mode, but doing it when there's like literally nobody here. It's a
Yeah.
little bit difficult. You're talking into a camera, but
Have you seen, it was on Facebook recently, but they had posted in the news there was a town in Britain that was having trouble with people staying
oh
contained,
yes,
and they had
yes,
decided to release Daleks all
yes.
over the town.
There was a Dalek there. Yeah,
And don't infect people.
I know there was a Dalek there, and yeah, he was patrolling it. So when I saw that, I was great. That was really, I guess, very brilliant. So I came up with the idea too recently. This place in Ontario makes customized drawings and stuff like that with T-shirts and everything.
Yeah.
So I have I don't know if I sent you the image. Is an image of Otto in a cartoon. He has a mask on, and a Canadian flag says, "Don't exterminate, self-isolate." So I thought, so
Yeah.
this is, it's a great opportunity. So, but I'm glad to join, and I guess I'll be getting another link to log into my other
Yes.
podcast.
Yes, and we are talking about doing something for the guests that want to. Next weekend, we have some time slots at the end of the event. If anyone would like to, we could do like a group chat with the guests that would want to chat together on the chat. I thought that might be something that would interest. Again, it depends on your guys' schedule and what would be available.
Yeah, my schedule at 2 weeks out in advance. I don't know what I'm doing next Saturday. I have to check.
Yeah.
So because hours
and
are.
actually, it would be either next Saturday or Sunday. We're still not sure. We're still getting in some people for next weekend's event.
Yes.
So it just kind of depends on what works for everybody. And then Seamus, on your website, could you send, you have a website, or you're on Twitter and Facebook, and then do people buy your books directly from your website, or are they on Amazon and?
Both. Yeah, you can get them.
Okay.
You can order through the website, or you can order Amazon or Barnes & Noble online. That's probably the easiest way right now.
And are they in paperback and ebook, or?
Yeah, both. You can get it. You can get the paperbacks, or you can get it for the Kindle. We just did a big promotion last week over the Easter weekend, where both were free for Kindle for about 3 days, and so we got, not surprisingly, a bit of an uptick there. It turns out there's only so much Netflix in the world, and people will like to read books in different ways.
Yeah. And then also, do you have them available on audio?
No, I don't have them available.
Okay, just wanted to check. So we'll include links to the books on Barnes & Noble, Amazon, and then your website, Twitter, and Facebook. Do you have a page on Facebook as well?
Yeah, I have an author page.
Wonderful. I'll include that link as well. So
thank you very much.
I'll be right below your video, and then I will send you a link to the video probably late tomorrow that you can just upload to Facebook as a pre-recorded video if you like. And then we are talking about, we're going to have the videos available on the platform. And then also we're going to open a YouTube channel just for this event, so people could watch the videos there as well.
Oh,
so it will be the same name as the event, and it will just be accessible on that platform too. So, but thank you so much for coming, and it was so delightful to talk to you today.
Oh, thank you very much.
You have a good evening.
You as well. See you later, guys.
Bye-bye. There we go. Have to stop.